Alright guys, Josh here with Ohio Fish Rescue. Our fellow channel IFG, the man, the myth, the legend, he's sending us some shirts in the mail. And he gave us this whole long list, said, pick the shirt that you want. And of course, I picked the shirt that said, my fish is bigger than yours. So I thought, what?
Wait. Go ahead and go there. So did I. So my fish is bigger than Josh's. But his shirt says his fish is bigger than mine.
So I thought, what better video can we give you guys today than what aquarium fish gets too big that you should possibly not buy, and that is the Arapaima gigas. Alright, so as you guys know, we got this Arapaima in the pool pond here, and his name is Brutus. He came from Matt's Monster Fish. Well, I measured him 3 days ago, and he's 36 inches on the tape measure.
Wow, really? Seriously?
This guy is only 11 months old as of August 1st. He was 11 months old to the day. So in 11 months, this thing grew from a little 3-inch Arapaima, about the size of my pinky, to a 3-foot monster. Do you guys think that any responsible fish keeper should keep one of these things in an indoor pool pond? I don't think so. You guys need at least a 8 to 10,000 gallon pond if you're going to be thinking about owning an Arapaima. These things just get way too big, way too quick. Like I said, 3 foot in 11 months, that's unheard of. And we're not even trying to power feed.
Right. There's Brutus. Come on in, buddy. Oh my goodness. I got the camera from corner to corner.
Let me do this for you.
Oh my God. poor guy.
You don't really see how big he is on top of the water. As soon as you pull him out, he's a bit bigger around than a 2-liter.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
Anyways, let's get back to buddy Evan. He runs IFG. He always does a bunch of informative videos. You need to go check his channel out. And he was actually wearing our shirts too. So that's why we're here, going to do the same for him. Evan's a good guy. He's helped us out. He's supposed to be down here. Ask him, Josh, where you head, Evan?
Yeah, well, when are you taking that flight in, coming to check out Ohio Fish Rescue?
We've been waiting, buddy. But you guys get a chance, go check out IFG. Great channel and a friend of ours.
Alright guys, so after doing a little bit of thinking, me and my dad decided to give you guys a little bit of surprise. You guys have been asking for more monsters in the pond. So we thought the Arapaima is 3 foot now, so why don't we just go ahead and toss them in the 58,000 gallon pond. So
on camera for you.
I'm going to go ahead and get in here and try and catch this beast out.
Oh, there you go, buddy.
He's a big boy.
Not just a hashtag, back of the shirt says. Oh, look at him. He's being so good. We're coming.
You guys can see just how massive this guy is.
Oh, my goodness. He said, there he goes. Look at him in the pool. It's not focusing very well. Oh, look at his colors. He's amazing. Oh, he's swimming in the ocean now. He went down deep. Oh, he blends right in with these guys.
Alright guys, there's Brutus. As you can see, he's got some real nice coloring. He's got that goldish tint to him. He's got the turquoise color on his head. As you guys can see, what he just did right there, he came up and he gulps air. A full-grown Arapaima can go about 10 to 20 minutes underwater before they have to come up and take a big gulp of air, and then they can go back down and live for a little bit. But if you happen to put an Arapaima in a tank with a sealed top, there's not enough room for them to get air. They will suffocate and die. So for everyone thinking about getting an arapaima, that's one fact you guys always have to keep in check. There's been multiple times where people have asked me why their arapaimas died, and they had them in a 220 filled up to the brim with glass lids on top. Not enough room for him to gulp air.
Needs at least 2-3 inches.
Yeah, they need a little bit of room so they can go ahead and breathe air. So ideally for arapaimas, they would prefer a big old pond. Now, you know, people always preach they need 8,000 to 10,000 gallons plus, and not many fish keepers can go ahead and provide them for them. But good old Ohio Fish Rescue over here, we like to live true to our names and give these fish species exactly what they need and deserve. So that's why we told you guys once he hit that 3 foot mark, we're going to go ahead and toss him in this pool, because it was a little bit cruel to him to keep him in that pool pond in there. But we just didn't want him to get picked on or tore up in this pond with all these alligator gar in here and these big catfish. We wanted him to be big enough and strong enough, eating good, and be able to compete for food. Yeah, we showed you guys just how fat he is, and he doesn't look so big anymore. He looks tiny in this pond. But a few other fun facts about the arapaima, as you can see that red on his tail. Once they mature more, that red will start to spread, and it'll come up to the backside of his 2 front fins, and it'll have a red sheen all the way down his side. Now, what most people don't know about the arapaima is they always try and figure out, why does this red coloring come in? They say, oh, it's your water, it's your feeding. Well, yes, all that comes into play, but the major factor in getting the coloring to come out in the fish is having it under natural sunlight. Now, being that he's in this pond, we've got all these skylights around, and I think he's just going to color up beautifully.
We're expecting him to really color up.
So you guys can check back in about 6 months, a year. He should be about 5 foot or so, and then his color should be really popping around there.
Right. Oh, let him know where they come from. And
this arapaima gigas, they come from the Amazon River Basin. They are known as the king of the Amazon because they get the biggest out of all the Amazon fish in the river. These guys can get over 9 foot long and weigh just over 400 pounds. Now, for a fish, that is a lot of force.
Well, and also, there is records of them being 17 foot long and the largest freshwater fish. But, you know, in captivity, like the 2 at the Shed Aquarium, they're both about 8-9 foot, and they're just massive.
Now, if you guys remember on the show River Monsters, Jeremy Wade was in that little breeding pond, and he was cornering the arapaima. Now, when they get cornered and scared, they love to jump. And when they jump, they use their body as a weapon. That whole big bony head there becomes a big bony weapon. So Jeremy Wade described it as taking a car, driving it at about 30 miles an hour, and hitting a brick wall. Now, it might not be that
extreme,
dramatic, but it definitely did hit his chest, and he was definitely feeling it for quite some time. So these guys have a lot of force behind them. They can definitely do a lot of damage, and the mouth on them is even bigger. When these guys are 6 foot plus, you got to watch out for, 10, 12 inch fish. Look at that platinum gar over there. Yeah, saying that this is my pond. But we'll definitely keep an eye on that tonight. We don't want to have any
fin nipping.
Yeah, exactly.
Let him know about his these are bony tongues type species.
Yep. So the arapaimas are a bony tongue species. They are they're more closely related to the arowana, and they have a big bone as a tongue, and they take their food and they crush it against their mouth plate. And
so
there's
not getting bit you got to worry about.
Yeah, it's getting crushed. So if your hand's inside of a full-grown arapaima, that bone can crush human bones. So always watch out for that. But most of the time, every time we've been in with a big arapaima, I've never had worries of being bitten, nothing like that. Our last arapaima, Big Bubba, he was just over 5 foot, and he was bigger around than a basketball. And you'd get in the tank with him, he wouldn't be no worries. He wouldn't harm you. He wouldn't try and bite you. But he would eat 2 pounds of shrimp a day. He was a big boy. That guard's not letting up on him at all.
No, we might have to take him back out. I'm ready to jump in if he likes it on.
But you guys have been asking for it, asking when the arapaima is going in the pond. Well, he's in there now. Can only imagine how big he's going to get now. I'm thinking maybe we should go in and get some food for him and go ahead and feed everyone again.
Yeah, everyone get that, and I'll watch these guys. He's not biting at him, he just keeps following them. I'm going underneath of them. Like them parasitic fish on sharks. I've never seen my gar act like that.
Alright guys, Brutus has been settled in now for about an hour. Seems the chasing has calmed down a bunch. So I don't think I'm too worried about him now. But he's swimming around, he's cruising the top of the water where he's supposed to be. He took his throne as king. But here's the rest of the pond. Fish seem to be doing great. They're still perusing for food.
Look how gigantic that is.
That a bite mark on him?
Ooh, where?
On the hybrid right there.
Oh! What the hell? You idiots. Yeah, that's real funny. Real funny, Josh. You're lucky I wasn't holding my phone.
Alright, so for all our viewers, do you got something to say to wrap this video up?
As soon as I can talk and stop from choking. We're wrapping the video up?
Yes, sir.
All right, main thing you guys need to remember, do not trust Josh. Oh my God. Yeah, if you like our videos, like, subscribe, please share it. And for you diehards that really want to know when we come on, hit that notification bell. Josh keeps saying it's in that top corner. It's not. It's down there. So hit that notification bell and you'll be notified every time we put a video up. And where's Bruce? I want to swim in my Pima.
He's right over here. And for everyone else, flood those comments if you like seeing Brutus in the 58,000 gallon pond. All right, guys, catch you later.